I got blood on my hands right now, and I'm stumbling through the dark in the dawn. I have found new ways, but no, I can't be the one that you need. Yeah, you know what I've done in the past.
Hi guys, it's Yaya. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're making a flaxseed gel hair cream using the benefits of flax seeds. I've been using flaxseed gel since the beginning of my hair journey in 2013, and I give it so much credit for reducing breakage, reducing frizz, and also my hair growth. Now, I have seen many people use flaxseed gel to make a flaxseed gel hair cream, and I've never tried it, so I wanted to give it a try. I've researched several recipes and ways that other people have done it, and so I'm going to stick pretty much true to those recipes because I just want to see how well it works. And then in the end, I will rate the recipe, check for stability, and see ways that I can improve it for maybe another video. This video is sponsored by Skillshare. We will talk more about Skillshare later on in the video. Thank you, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video. Let's jump right in. Our first step is to make the flaxseed gel. I'm using 2 cups of water and half a cup of flax seeds. When I first started making flaxseed gel back in 2013, I stuck to the recipe by Natural 85, but now I use slightly less water and a little bit more flaxseed gels to get a thicker consistency. So basically, you just want to boil your flax seeds in the water until you get this thick, gooey consistency. You want all that mucilage and gel out of these flax seeds, okay? So the first 10 minutes usually do not do it. For me, in my experience, it takes at least 20 minutes to get as much of that mucilage out. And sometimes it can be deceiving because when it's hot, it's more looser. But as it cools, you will see it will congeal a little bit more and get a lot thicker. So after about 20 minutes, this is what you should be seeing, this really thick, gooey mucilage that starts to turn a little bit white at the top where it's boiling, and this is how you know that your flaxseed gel is ready. You could do it for longer, but honestly I don't recommend it unless you're going to add more water. Like I said, over time this will cool down and it will thicken. If you see your flax seeds starting to stick to the spoon and you starting to see that gooiness stick to the side of the pot, it should be ready at that point, okay? This is what you want. This is what's going to give your gel more slip and help detangle your hair and to fight frizz, okay? So now we just want to strain our flax seeds. Want to get all of that gooey gel separate from the flax seeds. Now there's many ways to do it. Natural 85 is notorious for using pantyhose, which definitely works. I don't have any pantyhose. I don't wear pantyhose, so I am using good old-fashioned cheesecloth and it works just fine. So what I did is once I poured all of the flax seeds into the cheesecloth, then I just basically did a simple little tie just to help keep the flax seeds inside the cheesecloth and give it a really good squeeze. I did not allow my gel to cool before squeezing. The reason being is that I will be using it later on in the water phase and combining it with the oil phase, which I need to be at a similar temperature. So I wanted to keep the temperature high so that it'd be easier to bring the 2 phases together to create the emulsion, okay? Alright, so that is how I got my flaxseed gel, and this is the consistency that I got from it. And it looks pretty great. This is what I was looking for. This is the flaxseed gel that I use as a leave-in to help detangle my hair and to help with frizz and to reduce breakage. It gives such amazing moisture and it's a really great leave-in for your hair, okay? So you can use this by itself. You can store it in a refrigerator for up to a week, or you can attempt to add a preservative. But flaxseed gel is pretty hard to preserve unless, of course, you incorporate it into something like an emulsion where you add an oil phase to create a cream. So that's what we will be doing today, starting with the water phase. So step 1 of making our hair cream is the water phase. So I'll be using a good chunk of the flaxseed gel, followed by some vegetable glycerin and then also some aloe vera juice. Combined, these will make up the water phase, which is going to add just a little bit more hydration to the hair cream, and it's also going to give more vitamins and other nutrients to the hair to help protect it from breakage and other damage. Glycerin and aloe vera juice are optional for this recipe. Most of the time I see people just use flaxseed gel to make the hair cream, but I was just letting you guys know that there are other options out there, but we're just gonna see how it works, okay? So that's the end of the water phase. Let's move on to step 2, which is our oil phase. I'm gonna keep it very simple and I'm gonna use some apricot oil. This is an emollient that will help soften the hair and also give your product a little bit more smoothness. We're going to follow up with our emulsifier, which is BTMS 50. It has amazing conditioning properties. It's also going to add more slip and also give you some softening properties for your hair cream. The emulsifier is mandatory in order to bring the water and the oil phases together. Next up, I'm adding cocoa butter. Cocoa butter is rich in stearic acid. This is what gives your cream that thickness because we're not adding any other thickeners like cetyl alcohol or cetearyl alcohol or anything like that. So cocoa butter is definitely a must for this recipe. Shea butter was also added in a lot of the recipes. That's why I added it here, but I honestly feel like cocoa butter will be enough to really give the butter the thickness that it needs, but it is necessary for this recipe to give some thickness if you're not going to use other thickeners. So now that we have our oil phase melted and we have our water phase that's been heated up to around the same temperature, now we're just going to use our immersion blender in order to combine these together. It's really hard to force water and oil together when creating an emulsion. That's why you need an emulsifier, but it's equally as hard when you're using water phase that is of a gel substance or consistency. Is very hard to do, and you will see that it's going to take some time to actually get this emulsion to come out smoothly. Now keep in mind that you can force water and oil together with just an immersion blender and no emulsifier. You can do that, but it doesn't mean that your final product is stable. And what I mean by that is that even if you are able to force the water and oil together, your emulsion can later on break in a couple days, a couple hours. It doesn't matter. That's why emulsifiers are so important, and that's why testing the stability of your product is so important. So I was able to get this to come out smoothly and have a beautiful consistency, and I really do love it, but the end result just wasn't 100% what I wanted, especially when I used it in my hair. I found that if I didn't completely have my hair drenched in water before using it, it would leave some cakiness or flakiness behind, which I really don't like. So I think I'm going to reformulate this using less flaxseed gel or just a flaxseed gel extract, and also other stabilizers like cetyl alcohol and thickeners, okay? The pH came right around 4.81 naturally, which is great. So I was able to add my preservative and fragrance oil after it cooled down with ease without having to adjust the pH. Many of you ask me if it's important to adjust the pH, and it is, but it's not always necessary. As long as your pH falls within a range that is suitable for your preservative, then you can leave it alone. So mine fell between 4.81, 4.87, which is perfect for my preservative because it has a wide range. So the consistency is not really like a curling custard. It's a lot smoother than that. It has this creamy texture to it, but it also has that jelliness that you can see and feel, and I love that about it. Got that bouncy yogurt type consistency to it, and it's lovely. I absolutely love it. However, I do have concerns about the stability of this product. Will it remain stable or will it break later on? I'm not sure. So I will be monitoring this cream to see if it will break, and also continuing to use it in my hair to see how I like it and what's the best way to use it, because sometimes products just need to be used in a certain way in order to work best, okay? So I also will be reformulating because this is a recipe that is very popular, and I would like to create a version that is a lot more stable, that'll be easier for you guys to use, okay? So and also I just enjoy creating different products or improving on other products that I like to use, especially hair products. So I want to make sure that I keep my creative juices going and just keep exploring and challenging myself to do new things. I know many of you also enjoy exploring and learning new things and being creative, which brings us to our sponsor of this video, which is Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for anyone who loves learning and wants to explore their creativity or just learn a new skill. Invest in yourself for your business or for personal growth. On my creative journey with Skillshare, I've been trying to improve my thumbnails on YouTube. I want to make them a little bit more appealing and a little bit more professional. I found a class by Daniel Scott. He teaches you how to use Photoshop to enhance your photos, thumbnails, and advertisements. This was perfect for me because I use Photoshop all the time for my thumbnails. With this course, I learned new ways to enhance my thumbnails using Photoshop. The classes are short, well organized, and easy to navigate. And I have confidence in knowing that the experts who I'm learning from are experts in their field and actually work in their field. So come join me on my creative journey. The first 1,000 people to use the link on my description box will get 1 month free of Skillshare. So yeah, definitely go click on that link down below to check out Skillshare, you guys. And that's it for this video. I truly hope you guys enjoyed. I would give this DIY a 7 out of 10. Definitely some things I want to improve on. So stay tuned for that and see how I reformulate this. Follow me on Instagram. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell because there are more videos coming your way. And yeah, leave me a comment and some requests down below if you want to see some more DIYs, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.